affected by the pandemic. Despite as a promising opportunity, however, so far, there is no universities in Indonesia to open marketing, sport marketing. Actually, we are interested also to open the program, study program of sport marketing. Maybe someday, we will open the sport marketing like in Thailand, because I saw in Thailand there are a lot of study program in sport marketing. Today, this morning, Mr. Jimny or Mr. Ekarat will share his insight concerning the sport business, especially in Thailand, in Bangkok and Thailand, because Mr. Dr. Ekarat is a practitioner, not only giving a lecture, but also he will. I believe that he has a lot of experience, to give insight, to share his experience in managing the sport marketing in Bangkok. Of course. So please don't hesitate to ask your question, to Dr. Jimny, to Dr. Ekarat, and as a dean, I will open the discussion, the seminar. Please enjoy the seminar. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Ekarat. Again, sawadikap. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I will leave the virtual room, because I have a meeting now at the same time. I apologize, Mr. Jimny, for not being with you all the time. Okay, thank you very much. Someday, when we gonna have a program in Bangkok, we will meet again. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Vincent, for officially opening the event today. Now we are about to begin the main agenda. And before that, let me remind all the participants, in order to get your certificate, you need to complete a Google form, which will be given later at this lecture. And please, everyone, make sure that all your microphone is on mute. And if you would like to ask any questions, you may ask in the Q&A session later. And after that, please don't go anywhere yet, because there will be a photo session at the end. So already here today with us is Mr. Ekarat. How are you, Mr. Ekarat?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Morning, sir. I hope you are healthy. And I heard that you are joining from Japan. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Before we begin, sir, let me read your CV, a little about your CV, so that everyone here, the participants, know who Mr. Ekarat is. So Mr. Ekarat received 2 MBAs, one for marketing management at Assumption University, Thailand, and one for sport management at Chandra Kasim Rajabat University, also in Thailand. He also has a Ph.D. in sports management from S.S.T University, and currently working as lecturer in Bangkok Thonburi University. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right. His career is not only in the educational field, because he is also a practitioner in the marketing area, where he is the marketing director of Kiat Kririn Promotion, a professional boxing promotional company. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Ekarat, Chaichotchuang, or Mr. Jimmy to the stage. Would you like to share your presentation, sir?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you see the good morning, everybody?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Professor Vincent, Professor Amlon, Professor Haunan, Professor Anna, and all the professor and the student at the UDINUS. It is my pleasure to become the guest lecturer for this class. It's my honor to share the idea of the sport marketing with you, as my business also beside of the teacher and the boxing promoter. Yeah, so that that is for me that is very interesting about the sport marketing too, because when I study in the BBA and the MBA, I study in the marketing field, and I just know from the MBA about the sports management, and so I would like to share the idea of the sport marketing with you, as the Mr. Haunan introduced me about the education background and also the work. Yeah. So that I'm really interested about the Jakarta International Stadium, the JIS. It's huge because this is the really big, and as you know that you have many things in the Jakarta International Stadium. You see that you have the main stadium, you have the urban field, you have the soccer field, you have the volleyball beach, jet ski, you have the many things in this area. And this is a lot of investment for the Jakarta International Stadium. I research that they will be opening next year. Yeah, next year. This is very proud for the Asia. Yeah, because it is the largest stadium by the capacity used in Asia, and the second largest in the world after the AT&T Stadium in Texas. I don't believe that they happen in Asia, and I'm very proud as the Asia that we have the second largest stadium in the world. And you see that how much they invest, about 4.5 trillion rupiah. Oh, it's a huge for the investment, and they have about 82,000 seater. It means that from the soccer stadium, so you can have the 82,000. You can imagine that how they can generate the income, yeah, from the selling the ticket, selling the sponsorship, selling everything. Also that you see that a lot of investment in the Jakarta International Stadium, the JIS, because it is the huge investment, and how long they become the big event. this is the idea of the sport marketing can come to help how we can manage with the biggest facility. As you know that you can do the soccer, you can do the volley, you can do the jet ski, you can do many, also the concert, the big concert. Yeah, also you don't worry about the landing because they have the roof. Yeah, I think that this is the incredible that we can happen in the Asia, and this is very proud for our Asia that we have the second largest. Yeah, even in Japan they don't have the roof stadium like this. So that what is the marketing can do? We know a lot of the marketing subject as we are in the business management. So we have the consumer behavior, marketing industry study, also the digital marketing is the new thing. Sales marketing, that's how to sell, and marketing research. We do a lot of research for the marketing. We have the marketing management, which is the most, I think that for me is the most difficult subject. Yeah, the MM is the last subject from the when I'm the bachelor degree. I see that MM is very hard for me, and so we have many marketing subjects at the present. So also that now say we have I think in last 30 years ago we have now the new idea of we call the sport marketing. So the marketing that we know is not only the promotion, advertising, selling. I think the marketing is more than what you think, that we have the 4P that is marketing, but it's more than this kind of the utility. Because the marketing is generally described as process of planning, implementing activity that are decided to meet the needs or desire of customer. When you talk about marketing, you think about what you can fulfill the needs of the customer need, or you can call the customer is the king. That is very important for the marketing, and that's why we learn many strategy, many technique about how to do the good marketing to fulfill the needs of the customer.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. The slide is not moving, apparently.
Oh, really? Okay. It's
Could you
right now.
It's on the first page.
Really? Oh, okay. I think that they're
sorry,
moving.
sir.
Okay, I come to again. Okay, I sorry that I should this. You see this?
Yes, now we can see it.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay, okay.
moving
Sorry,
right now.
okay.
Thank you,
I think
sir.
that.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for letting us know, because I think that it's moving that I say.
All right.
I should repeat again. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah. So that you can see this. Yeah, you can see the.
Yes, we can
Yes.
see the GIS
Okay.
stadium.
Yes. Okay, because I want the screen become bigger. That's why I think that I should come to. Okay. You see this? You see the Jakarta?
Yes.
Yes,
the
we see that.
GIS.
Oh, okay. Yeah, JS. I talk again. This is a big thing for Indonesia and also for the Asian. As I'm the Asian, I'm really proud about it because it's a huge investment. As you know that, if you see the layout, yeah, you see the layout.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I must do this much better. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Okay, you see this? Yeah, this is much better because if you see the okay, this much better. If you see the layout of the Jakarta International Stadium, yeah, you can see that this is really big. Yeah, they have many things here. You see that they have the main stadium that about 82,000 people in the main stadium. You have the lake for the jet ski. You have the volleyball, the beach. I think that they have the like the indoor stadium here. Parking. Yeah, you see that a lot of investment for the Jakarta International Stadium. That's right. I think that they open on March next year. That's correct.
Yes. Open
Yeah,
in March. Yeah.
yeah, that is a big thing that open in March next year. So lovely that they have a lot of investment, 4.5 trillion rupiah, equivalent about 312 million US dollar, and it's the second largest stadium in the world. The largest stadium at the AT&T Stadium in Texas, in the United States. And if you think about the JIS, you can think about how as the marketing, how we get the big event. So we should have a lot of investment. We want the money to return. What is the best practice to make the money back? So we can think about the marketing to make sure that you can get the money back from this huge investment. So as I told you that they have many idea about the marketing subject as the consumer behavior, marketing industry, and also the digital marketing. That is nowadays very important for the Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, Line. For me, it's new for me too because I just learned to use the digital marketing. That's why I'm not the expert in digital marketing, but as my profession from the business, I think that this is very important for the student to learn about how to benefit for using the digital marketing. Also, the basic thing that we should know about the marketing subject, we should know about the sales marketing, marketing research, marketing management. That is for me again, it's difficult subject. This is for me it's last subject. If you pass the marketing management, you can graduate. Yeah, and at my time, it was very important. And we know that marketing is more than promotion, advertising, personal selling, or sale. When we talk about marketing, it's more than that because marketing is the process of planning and implementing the activity. We have a lot of activity to make it, to design, to meet the need or desire of the customer. So we can talk about the customer is the king. We do many strategy in the marketing to fulfill the needs of the customer. We set the price strategy, we set the product strategy, we put the promotion strategy. So, and also that the distribution strategy is the tool of the marketing to fulfill the needs and want of the customer. So from the sport marketing is the new subject, as I would like to introduce to share the idea with you, and also we can discussion with you. If you have any question after my presentation, I would like to share and know your feedback. So the sport marketing also the same like the marketing. We focus on the meeting the need of sport consumer, so that the sport consumer also is different from the consumer as we talk, because the sport consumer we can involve the people who play in the sport, like you play sport, you a sport consumer, you watching or listening to sport program, you also buying the merchandise, so you buying the soccer team with the, because you want to the big fan of the sports consumer. You buying the sporting good, you buy the shoe, the running shoe, you want to reduce the weight, have the healthy. Also that you become the enjoy to surfing the internet to see the result of the program. Also that you can see that this kind of the consumer is the sport consumer. It means that it's try the more specific of the sport consumer than the general consumer. This is the big thing that if we become the marketing manager in the sport marketing, so you should understand the difference between the sport customer and also the generally customer, because they want to involve for the sport. Suppose you play soccer, you like the soccer team, you like the Liverpool, you like the Manchester United, something like that. You like to buy the logo with the shirt, and you feel that, oh, okay, tonight I'll be watching the TV, and you see that this is the specific of the customer of the sport marketing. If you see that what is the sport marketing? The sport marketing in the meaning by the textbooks from the Professor Smith and Lon for the Introduction to Sport Marketing 2008. They describe that the sport marketing is the application of marketing concept to the sport product and services, and the marketing of non-sport product to an association to sport, so that we still use the application. So the marketing concept the same, implementing and planning the activity to the sport product and services, and the marketing of the non-sport product to an association to sport. So we have the sport and non-sport. So it's easy to understand that the sport marketing has two angles. One is the marketing of sport product and services, while the other is marketing through sport. So one is that you use the marketing of your product as a sport and services, and another use the marketing through the sport. This is the very important two angle of the sport marketing concept. I will show you more idea about the two angle of the sport marketing. First, marketing of the sport product and services. So you can marketing the sport product. What is sport product? So you can do the like that. Suppose that you become the football manager. So you want to promote the event. You want to promote the event. You want your soccer team to be well known to the audience, to the your customer is the football fan. You want to selling the ticket. You think about how to sell the ticket. You should design the ticket. You use the idea of the marketing concept to become the sport marketer. You should selling the sport equipment. So if the product itself, suppose you become the boxing industry, you want to sell your boxing clothes, boxing shoe, boxing clothes. It is the directly to the sport itself, like the promoting the event, sell the ticket, sell the sport equipment. This is the people involved to the marketing of the sport. But another angle is the marketing to the sport. This is not the sport itself. Like you can see that you can use the sponsorship. You sell the advertising. That is the main source of income to the sport team. You sell the advertising, like the TV. You maybe invest for the TV program, and you can sell the sponsorship. Yeah, you can sell the line, the executive TV line. Also the line to sell the beverage in the sport venue. As you suppose you become the marketing manager of the JIS Jakarta International Stadium. So you can see a lot of opportunity you choose to do to fulfill the sport marketing concept. So you choose sell. Suppose you become the promote the football in the JIS. You should think about how to sell the 82,000 ticket. You should think how to sell, how about the date, the time. So if you do the big match like the national team, also you can fulfill the seat. But you can do how long you can do the big match every day. So you should think about the activity. This is the income, like you use the marketing of your product itself at the soccer team. Another thing, you have the marketing to sport. You can sell the TV, you can sell the sponsorship. You can use the name of your program, like something like the beer, the product to become the sponsor. So you can have more money than the ticket. Also, you can have the exclusive line to sell the beverage, like the soft drink, the water. So only the exclusive in the JIS. So you can get a lot of money. So you can use the marketing to the sport concept to this. So this is the idea of the sport marketing. That is, you have the 2-point angle, that is marketing of the sport product and marketing to the sport. So if you have any question, so we can discuss after this. This is the brief idea about the sport marketing. That is quite similar with the marketing, but they have the specific because our customer is the sport fan. They have the loyal to the sport. Even you win or you lose, or with the team win or lose, the loyalty customer is still the same. So it's much easier if you understand the idea of your customer. So for the next topic, I would like to share the idea, and this is the research of my professor, Professor Dr. Nimani Sibu. He is my professor. He do the research that I think that is very interesting to share with you. This is about the impact of the COVID-19 on the sport industry in Thailand. As you see that, as you know, and you have all people around the world have the, big impact of the COVID-19, even in Thailand, even in Indonesia, in the world the same, because this is the new disease, and we don't believe that they can change our life. So everybody, I think that they have the bad experience of the COVID-19. So in the point of view, also that you can see that the impact, they have the large impact in any business, also including the sport business in Thailand. This is the photo of the, that we call the, before this is the busy roads, but empty, because during the COVID pandemic, there's nobody go out. People stay home and cannot go out. I think that the mask is very important. So I remember that we find the mask very difficult. We wait for the vaccine to come, and lucky that we have the 2 vaccine already. And I think everybody here, maybe they get the vaccine, and we can think that every year we should have the vaccine every year, because the new COVID coming, COVID-19, maybe COVID 21, 22, 23. We don't know that we have the new name of the COVID, and this big impact because the customer is changed. Because if the customer change, all the marketing concept is changed too. I think that is the impact. Specifically, we go to the sport business in Thailand to share the idea with you about the sport business in Thailand. When you think about the sport industry in Thailand, I would like to share the point of view with you for the sport industry in Thailand. So you can see the beautiful lady. That is the Miss Thailand 2021. So but the first thing about Thailand, we talk about Muay Thai, and they use the Muay Thai dress to compete for the Miss Universe that I think is coming on the next week. So it means that Muay Thai is quite popular sport. So besides of the Muay Thai, also the sport industry in Thailand, the soccer also, that the soccer is very popular here. We just have the sports league, the professional sport league come to Thailand. Yeah, in the last 20 years, become the professional sport league. We should set up the company to apply the AFC rule and become increase the number of fans. Also, same in Indonesia too, the sport and the soccer. We have the motorbike, the motorsport business. Yeah, we have the big stadium of the motorsport. We have the golf course. We have the nice golf course. So the world-class golf course. We do the women LPGA tour in Thailand. Yeah. We have the running. I think the same. We have the running because right now everybody think about the health. Easy thing to start is running. Yeah, we go to buy the shoe, buy the new shoe, and think about shopping. Also, if you don't have time to running, you can go to the fitness. Yeah, that is very popular because people don't have time to go to exercise in the public. So they go to the fitness. In the fitness, you can use the many equipment, and also you pay a lot of money for the trainer to train you, and they make a very popular for the teenager to have the good looking body. Yeah, and also the increasing of the sport product selling. Yeah, the sale is become increasing, like the clothes, the equipment. Yeah, if you running the shoe, if you the runner, you should buy the running shoe. If you become the golf, you buy the new golf equipment. Yeah, you see that the sport industry in Thailand, they have many activity. So if we describe for the group of the sport industry in Thailand, we can categorize to 5 group name. The first of the sport exercise is like it means that the sport exercise is the fitness. You see that the fitness increasing in Thailand, also all over the world. So because people don't have time, they go to the fitness center to pay the monthly fee, the yearly fee, to pay the sport equipment. The second thing is the professional sport. We have the new like the soccer team. Yeah, we have professional sport. They have the many promoter to do the runner promoter, boxing promoter, soccer promoter, to have the promote the professional sport. Yeah. We have the education and sports science. So we can categorize to in Thailand, they have the studying of the sport. We have the sport management program, sport marketing program, sport science program. We have the professional trainer. When you graduate from this kind of the sport science, you become the professional trainer. You have the sport manager, because the company want to use the marketing in the sport. So you should hire the new position like the sport manager to use the knowledge of the sport marketing to fulfill the needs of his company. The big company like the beer company, they should hire the sport manager because they have a lot of money for the advertising. So you should control the budget and should use the efficiency. The fourth thing, that sport tourism is a big group, because when they have the sport event, they have the many tourism around the world, even the local, international. Suppose we have the football, the big match. We have that the local team and the foreign team come to the country, and also people enjoy the running. They want to go to the new place to running, not in the same city. They go to another city, so they increase the sport tourism business. The hotel can full the food can sell. So sport tourism is a big group. And the sport product entrepreneur. So if you see the opportunity of this, why you not become the sport entrepreneur. You can make the manufacturer of the sport product. Like you want to sell the clothes, you want to sell the running shoe, you want to sell the boxing equipment. You can, that make it in the country, or you think about the import export. You can export product, sport product from the country to another country, or maybe you import from another country. Right now, like in China, they have many sport manufacturer. We import from China to Thailand, and also some kind of the product we export the sport product from Thailand, like the boxing glove that is special for Muay Thai, so we can compete with other. We can export this product to other country. This is a 5 group of the sport product. So when the impact of the sport industry from the COVID-19, so it changed a lot, because we know that the technology or digital disruption become at the present. We have the new technology coming, but when the COVID-19 happened, it made it quicker, because people need to use the technology. In the 5 kind group of the sport industry in Thailand, so we gain a lot of the sport. So from the sport and exercise, we have the fitness course, fitness at home online, because during the COVID-19 pandemic, we cannot go to the fitness. Yeah, they can use the fitness at home to use you can buy the course to Facebook, to YouTube, and you can exercise in your home. From the professional sport, so you can do the online training, because the athlete, the elite athlete cannot go to see the course, but they use the apply to use the technology. They open the internet, they do the online training. So for the educational and sport science, so of course you do, like today we do the online studying. You can use the many application, Zoom, Google account to do the online studying. So in the past we go to the school and see the teacher face to face, but now it's normal that you can use the Zoom to use the online studying. And for the sport tourism, it's quite changed a lot. So we should think about people cannot go to the sport, go to the place, they cannot traveling. So you should think about the virtual reality, VR. You can make the VR, because when we dreaming that we think about, when the COVID-19 is over, you should tell the people to come to visit the place for the sport tourism. You should planning to making the VR. Also, the sport business, they apply the mobile booking. In the past, we go to the ticket tour, ticket to selling, but now the box office. But now we use the mobile booking. They change a lot, because we have 1 year, like the last year, for do nothing. So we should use the technology to improve our sport strategy. And for the sport product entrepreneur, in Thailand, they have the e-sport, and e-sport is like the professional sport now in Thailand. In the past, we think that people, the children, the teenagers used to play the e-sport, the computer, the mobile. But right now, you can become the professional e-sport player. Because I think that in SEA Games, the coming SEA Games, they have the e-sport. So it means that you can use the computer, the mobile to become the mobile player. It's very interesting. I see the e-sport player in Thailand very, very tough, like the professional, because I think that like the professional player, like the boxing boxer, running in the morning, in the afternoon, go to the gym. But for the e-sport player, they do the same. They should running too. They should running. They should physical fit. They should you should learn a lot. Not only play in the computer. They should running. I said, I talked to the coach. They should have the physically fit because they should they may sit down to play the e-sport maybe 2 or 3 hours. They should very fit. Beside the player in the computer, they should exercise the real exercise. And so the sport product entrepreneur, they go to think about to use the technology to use the online sale before they want to sell the ticket at the gate and they do the online sale, and they use the sale in the future. You can buy now and in the future it's cheap. Yeah, so people think, oh, I buy now and the spot entrepreneur get the money now. That's the photo, that impact of the COVID-19. So you can see that in Thailand we call the virtual studio. I think the same in Indonesia, we have the same. You can exercise in home and you pay the fitness center the same. Yeah, they can send you the equipment to home and you use the equipment, and with the watching the Facebook or YouTube or the website, and you pay the virtual studio training. You have the e-sport. Yeah, you have the team e-sport. Not only individual, they have the team from the e-sport. In the virtual run, you can run by yourself, not go to the runner program. You can run alone, and you can have the watch and telephone, the mobile phone to use and have the virtual run to memorize how do you make the kilometer every day. Also in boxing, you see that in boxing, the referee and the judge, they should wear the mask because they want to protect the COVID-19. Yeah, you can see the boxing in the past, the referee who in the boxing ring not wear the mask, but now when the COVID-19 come, they should wear the mask. In the soccer team, soccer program, so they empty seat. They allow only the player do the competition and no audience. And now when the COVID vaccine increased rate, so we can allow maybe 20% of the stadium. So we can find that the impact of the COVID-19. So we have the future change in the area because we think about to managing for the sport economic system to become the sustainability in the future. We should think about the T area. First, you should think about organizational developing to support the new normal for effectiveness. You should developing for the innovation or best management. And the last thing, you should integrating all stakeholders, because the T area mean that you should support the new normal. You cannot right now we cannot make the COVID-19 disappear. We should think about how to cope with it for the new normal. Many kind of sport, you can see that the people, the audience, the fan, maybe you should wear the mask. You cannot drink or eating in the stadium. You cannot sell like the manager. You cannot sell the beverage and food. So it's been new normal. You should think about the innovation, how we can make it become better. You should think about the online, use the technology for the best management practice, because the technology right now, even we don't like the technology, but we should accept it and use it efficiently, because it's only the material or the equipment. You can think about, you can use the technology. You can see the Facebook, the YouTube, the program, so that you can make the money from that. To put the money from Facebook or YouTube, the viewer, this is the additional money. Then you can do only the traditional, like to selling in the TV program. This you should make the innovation. So you should integrate all stakeholders. You should think about all the people, like the sport player itself, the sport fan, the manufacturer, the services, in the all the stakeholders. You should combine together and think about the future change, because the COVID-19 still become longer. We don't know when it disappear. So you should think about to cope with it. So the impact of the COVID-19 on the sport industry in Thailand, I think that it is become the challenge, and also you can make the apply from Thailand also to another country the same, because we have the impact of the COVID-19. That's all from my presentation about from today. So if you have any question, please feel free to make it. And Professor Haunan, you can please welcome your student to have the question. Thank you very much. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Mr. Ekarat, for the comprehensive explanation on the sports management field, and how the COVID-19 affects sports industry in Thailand. It is an eye-opening topic. So now I would like to invite everyone in the participant to ask Mr. Ekarat directly if you have any questions, or you can write it down and I can read it to Mr. Ekarat. Any participants would like to ask, please raise your hand or unmute yourself.
Sawadika, Mr. Ekarat.
Oh, Sawadika.
We have one question from Agung,
Yes, let me introduce myself. My name is Agus Pratama, and permission to ask, what
Yes.
are the advantages of sport business with the other businesses? Thank you, Mr. Ekarat.
The sport business become the, that increase every day, because as you say that the sport product become become bigger and bigger. Like in the past 10 years, you can see that the sport business is big. Like in Thailand, the soccer team in the past is used that people invest very few money for the soccer team, but now today we invest a lot of money because we see that they have the impact of the customer. When the money involved a lot, so you should have the people who expert in the sport business. So I think that the sport business is become bigger and bigger because people think about the healthy. They want the good health. So you can even yourself, maybe you want to buy the new sport equipment. So this is the future of the sport business. Is the another business that have to become more future. I hope that. Thank you very much for your question. I hope this maybe share the idea. Every day, the sport business value become increasing every year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. So the sports business is increasing with values as well as the inside contents of the sport, right, sir? And now another question I would open for Aulia. Another question, sir, from our student who would like to ask you directly. Aulia, can you unmute yourself? Okay, I think there's a problem with the computer. Can we move to, I will give you another chance, maybe, Aulia.
I think Alia have a signal issue, Mr. Haunan.
All right,
Maybe we can move on another participant.
Yes, maybe Okta Fandi can ask Mr. Ekarat. Aulia, can you please write your question on the chat? I will read your question later.
Excuse me, sir. Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
I'm Fandi from UDINUS University, and I have a question. What can sports team do to get sponsored?
Yeah, thank you very much for your question. The sport team can get the sponsorship. I think that is the popular question because when they do the sport team, many people also they do think about people use a lot of money for the sport team and how they get the sponsor. I think it's very, very important subject, that in the sport, like in the marketing, you want to how to sell the product, the same, how to sell the product and how to find the sponsor. I think the same because in the product, like I told you that we have the marketing tool sport. So sponsorship is our marketing tool sport. We think how to sell the advertising, how to sell the sponsorship. You want the logo to your sport team and you want the money from the customer. That is the customer is the businessman. So you should understand that if you can exchange the value and benefit of your product as the sport to them and they say the same value. So something less, something more. But if you increase your value if you make the good image of your value, suppose if you can tell to the sponsor, you have 1,000 people attendance, you have 100,000 people, you have 1 million people. So the rate is different. So, but if you have 10 people to attend the sport team and you can want the big money, so it's impossible. And also beside of that, maybe the number of the attendance not important, but you should tell the value, support the kid, the sport kid. So the value or future of the investment to the sport team is very important. Maybe this kind of money. And nowadays we have we call the CSR, the corporate social responsibility. It's the kind tool of the sport. You can tell the company, this is a good CSR. You can make it by give up the sponsorship. Maybe not big money, but it's good for the company to use the CSR strategy because you can help them to use your sport team. I think they have the many strategy, and it's a hard thing because people think about how to find the money in the sport. That is the sponsorship is very important, and it's a big money. Thank you very much for your good question.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Can I ask you one more question, sir?
Would you like to accept? Would you like to read another question, Dr. Fandi?
Yes, it is.
Mr. Ekarat, can he ask another question?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Why Muay Thai why Muay Thai so popular in Thailand or on the world in the world? And what is your advice for Silat?
Oh, this is very interesting. I think that Muay Thai and Silat, I think that it's the national sport, and Pencak Silat is also very popular too in Indonesia, as same as Muay Thai in Thailand, because for the people in the many people play. If you have the player, so the sport will become popular, and Muay Thai is popular because we have many players. And I think the same if the Silat, you have the youth, the young people to play Silat. I think it's the same popular. Right now, I think same Muay Thai and soccer. I think even in Thai they play soccer than Muay Thai. So the soccer is very popular than Muay Thai. Yeah, because people in the kid, even myself in the school, we play the soccer. If you increase the number of the player, so in the future the sport become bigger and bigger. So also in Thailand, you saw the taekwondo. So I think that they have in Indonesia taekwondo. Taekwondo is one of the popular sport in Thailand too, because the idea of the young people, they play taekwondo. In the future, I think that taekwondo become very popular too. I think. Thank you very much for your question.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Fandi. Any more question, maybe? Okay, no more question. All right. We've got question in the chat room, sir. This is from Anggi Permatasari. Anggi, would you like to ask your question directly, or should I read it? All right. So she's a university student, sir, and she is interested in the sport business. As a student, what are the things that students should prepare to start the sport business, sir?
I think that the sport business, I think the same idea of the sport marketing, and also the marketing is the same. I think if you understand the marketing and you will understand the sport marketing, even you not go to direct subject with the sport marketing, but I think you can have the same idea with the marketing, because the sport marketing is very new subject. Even in Thailand, you know that even myself, I study in the master degree. They just become in my time, and I think that it's very new. Even now, not the market, the general marketing is more popular than the sport marketing, but the concept of the marketing and sport marketing is the same, just a little bit different. If you can read the book, you can buy the textbook first to read the sport marketing concept. I think it's more, if you understand the marketing, the general marketing, and when you read the sport marketing, I think it makes you feel very exciting, because you can open the new world, the idea of the marketing in the sport. And if you have the background of marketing, it make you quicker and easy to understand and apply in the sport marketing, and you can use it in the sport business. You can open the website of buy the book, of the sport marketing and sport business. Thank you very much for your question. It's very good.
All right, thank you, sir. So that was, I hope Anggi can already hear the answer, and hope that answers your question, Anggi. Yeah. Okay, so I would like to also ask you a question, sir. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I have read a survey about people who are going to watch sports. It is said that only 13% of the people would feel comfortable to attend games like before, like in the past, before COVID. How do you think it will affect the sport business? And then should we change our approach on the business itself?
Thank you very much. It's a very good question. And you see that when the pandemic coming, it may affect also all the business, even the hotel, the restaurant business. People cannot enjoy eating, cannot enjoy traveling. Yeah. So I think that we should accept the problem that it will become like this, and also you cannot sell the ticket, because you cannot, like you have the 100 seat, you can sell only 20%, and how you make the money of 20% to cover all the expense? That is very, very hard for the sport promoter from the event. So if you increase more price, the customer don't want to buy because they don't have the money to buy. This is the big change of the sport business, because they should try to find the revenue, to make the income, and this affect the sport. Now you can see that many products become disappear because the manufacturer cannot make the minimum. They want to make a lot of product, but they have to drop the sale. Also, the same as the sport business. So I think that this is very hard, but you should accept the reality that the sale will drop. You should try to first thing that minimize the cost, try to reduce the cost. Maybe I can tell that you should maybe get lost in the beginning, and hope that in the future become the more money. But the best thing that you should try to accept that you cannot make the same money like in the past 5 years ago. You can have the big salary, you cannot in this pandemic. But how you survive? You should maybe very hard question. Really, hard to find a solution. But as the business or the sport entrepreneur, you should nothing to do, but you should save your team, save your employee, save your player, and how to try to reduce the budget, and the income cannot easily making because the COVID-19. But again, I think that if you want to survive, you should get lost. You should accept the loss. But how you can do in the long run is a big question, because if everybody lost, they cannot have the money to run their business. Yeah, really hard. But for my opinion, just try to make it smaller, to decrease your budget, to decrease everything, and maybe like for myself, I stop. Like I do promotion maybe 6 times a year. Last year is 0 because I cannot do anything. What I can do? So should think about the finance, borrow money from the bank, how to become because I don't think that if you accept the reality, they cannot disappear in next year. They're still the same. They have the problem, but you should think about how to make the money. That is impossible to make the money, but you choose not spend the money. For my suggestion, not spend the money, try to make less, because this is the not win-win situation. It's a win-lose situation, because you cannot invest the money and make the good return, but you should try to survive, become the last survival. You should be the last to standing, and when the COVID-19 is over, you become can still the business, can running the business. Yeah, you should accept the reality. I hope this question maybe that have the good idea for you. Thank you very much for the question.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Ekarat. So COVID-19 is like sports for everyone, and we are waiting to be a champion at the end if we survive, right, sir?
Yeah, at the end, that's really good.
Yes, and hopefully things will be recovering soon, because as you said, that we have invested a lot for the GIS, which in fact it is already 18% the progress of that stadium, and we don't want it to be empty, right? So hopefully we are optimistic that sports business will come back stronger than ever. Is there any more question from the audience or the participants who would like to ask? All right, we have one raise of a hand, sir. This is from Nurman Ilham. You may ask Mr. Ekarat directly, Nurman, if you would like to.
Excuse me, I don't hear you.
Oh yeah, Mr. Nurman. How's your microphone? Mr. Nurman. Can we move to Mr. Edo first? Mas Edo. Would you like to ask Mr. Ekarat a question? Please, Edo.
Good morning, Mr. Ekarat.
Morning.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes. Yeah.
I would like to asking about in this pandemic whether the sport industry and marketing industry, what do you think is already recovery at this time, and if not recovery yet, what make it become like that? It's causing the slow process of recovery of the sport industry. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think that right now it's not yet recovery for the sport industry, also the business, because the pandemic still become change and adapt. We have the Omicron, the new variant. But I think that people in the sport, all people in the business should realize that if they realize that the COVID-19 is not over, as the Professor Haunan said that the champion at the end, you should become the champion at the end, because I don't think it become clear that we can this appear. Yeah, this like the business too. We cannot think about but in the business right now, also all the business the same. They use the technology become increasing. Like you see that even ourselves, we use the internet. I think that the marketing online or the digital marketing is the huge thing, is the big thing. We cannot like the sport people in the past. They don't think that, oh, we don't use the technology because we can play in the soccer stadium and sell the ticket. But now you choose sell the ticket online. You choose like the donation or subscription business. Is the make the sport become chain. But this is the sort of income and the business too. So like the delivery business become increasing. I think in Thailand we have the Food Panda, the Grab, the people like myself. I order the delivering food in the past 5 years ago. I go to buy the food at the restaurant, but now I order the delivering food. I think but the sport cannot delivering sport. Yeah, but you should pay yourself. But I think the sport equipment they will change. Sport equipment, because for my thinking, for my opinion, people got sick because you stay home, no exercise. Like my weight increase, I stay for 6 months. You know that I get that I should see the doctor. You know that my weight is increased. Oh, I'm really fat, and I think I should pay, the money to the gym when it open. So the gym business become, and the lady, especially the lady, become fat. It's important for the lady. They should become slimmer. I think that some business they change, but it make the other business have the good marketing. The online course in the fitness center, I don't think that in the past, I think that, oh, it's useless. But nowadays, people pay money for the online course for the fitness. You pay for the YouTuber to teach you the individual training by the online. I think this is the chain of the business during the COVID-19, and I hope they have many things that change you cannot do the same thing in the past. In the present, you should do another thing different. I hope this maybe it's very hard. It really has to explain because I think that this is the new for us to cope with the new COVID pandemic.
May I asking one
Yeah.
question again, sir?
Yes, sir.
From your opinion, Professor, when this pandemic will over and everything go back to normal, especially special for sport, yes, for sport industry. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I don't think it's become normal. We call the new normal. We call that we should have this new normal. It cannot disappear. I don't know because I'm not scientist. Because when the COVID-19 come last year, I think only 3 months, and they changed to 6 months. They changed to 1 year and 2 years already, but they teach us to learn right now for myself because I feel my weight increased a lot. So I think that if I like this, next 2 years I become die because I too much fat. So I should cope with it. Yeah, as the professor Haunan said that the champion at the end. So you should think at the ending. You should think not think about now. I think that you should be the last man standing. How to do the no ending, no disappear because we don't like the we want the best medicine in the world and make it disappear. But I don't think it's happening. But we should change ourselves and change our business. And it's very sorry that to say that some business maybe have many effects with the COVID-19. No business in Thailand or in the world get the benefit of the COVID-19. The same in the world. So how we survive in this pandemic? This is very hard, and you have the good strategy. Thank you very much for your question.
All right, thank you, Edo.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, this is going to be our last question, sir, from Nurman, who cannot speak with us. If we decide to make career in sport industry, what must we prepare and what are the challenges, sir?
You said that. I see that. What challenge Olive will face if we try to make career in the sport industry, and what must we prepare to solve them? I think that in the present, the impact of COVID-19 is the challenge for us, for every business. Yeah, the challenge of the COVID-19 because the technology will change everything. We cannot use the 4P right now. Maybe 5P, 6P, 7P, blue ocean, red ocean. I think that they come the new knowledge to us. But for myself, I think that the sport business have the more opportunity because it's the new market. They don't have not have many players. If the normal market, they have many players. So I think for the sport business, they have the opportunity because suppose that if the expert in the sport business only maybe 100 people, maybe if you one of the 100, you can have the more future. But another business may have more expert. Yeah, I think this they gave us the opportunity, the demand and supply of the sport business. And especially, I think the sporting good. People think about the running shoe. We want to buy the running shoe, how to make it cheaper. because it maybe you can make it cheaper because you will have a lot of selling. Yeah, you have the economy of scale to make it cheaper. And I think that especially for the Indonesia itself, you have largest population in Asia, yeah, in Southeast Asia. So you can have the domestic consumer. You have more advantage than other country. Like in Thailand, we have just about less people than Indonesia. So if I want to sell the product for Thai people, the customer not big, but in Indonesia you have many customers, so you have more opportunity to make the product for the economic of scale. So I think that if you want to become the success, yeah, in the sport, the big career in the sport industry, I think that you made the right choice to study at the UDINUS, because this is the idea of the sport business, sport economic. The economic and the business is the same. You can apply the concept to the sport. It might quicker and easier than the other people don't know the idea of the marketing of the business. So you have the more advantage. And in the future, when you graduate from the UDINUS, I believe and I very confident that you become the success business person in the industry, because you have the very good professor, you have the economic the background, and you have the very good idea of the economic. And thank you very much for your question.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ekarat. That was a very comprehensive Q&A session and very fruitful for everyone, I believe. And we are now moving on to the next session of the public lecture, which is photo session. If everyone who would like to be in the photo, yeah, please turn on your camera. Yeah. So this isn't like a usual photo session, but
yeah.
everyone is excited to be here, and we can see many people are turning on their camera. So I will count it. Yeah. So this is the first one, the first page. And if you can do screenshot by yourself, you can do that as well. Yeah. Okay. I will do mine. Yeah. In 3, 2, 1. Thank you, sir. The other, you can do it as well. Okay. Yeah, I think we are done. Yeah, we have enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, as the discussion is approaching to the end, we have now come to the last session of the public lecture. Yeah. Thank you, Professor Ekarat, for coming today, virtually being with us. And let me wrap up today's discussion from Mr. Ekarat. He said that marketing is more than 4P, and sport marketing is becoming really emerging right now. And you can market the actual sport and through the association with the sport itself. And as we know that the sport business is not immune to the COVID effect, therefore in the future, we need a good organizational development to support the sport industry in the new normal, as well as the innovation, and we need to integrate all stakeholders, which means the company, the sport teams, the athletes, the government, as well as the other parties. And I would like to say once again, thank you, Mr. Ekarat, for coming to today's event. On behalf of Management Study Program, I would like to apologize for any inconvenience during this lecture, and see you again in the next occasion, sir. Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Terima
much,
kasih.
Mr. Ekarat. Terima kasih, Kopkumkan.
Terima kasih.
Thank you so much.
So we have finished, Bu Ana.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Jimmy, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good
Okay.
day. Thank you very much.
Yes, I hope your workshop will win on 14 December, right?
Thank you.
Yes, and I hope
Okay.
I can visit you in Thailand too, and you can come to Indonesia, please.
Yeah. Thank
Please
you very
call
much.
me. Yes.
Thank you for the professor, Haunan, and the student. Hope you good luck and success. So, terima kasih. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Bye bye.
don't forget.
Yes.
Yeah, don't forget class. Don't forget the participants. There is a link to fill in for your presence, ya. Jadi jangan lupa untuk mengisi form ya untuk presensi. Ya betul ya Pak Erik ya, sudah ya.
Oke, terima kasih juga untuk semua mahasiswa yang sudah join ya. Terima kasih. And Mr. Jimmy, our participant today is 224 participant student, including a lecturer. So this is a big participant, and I would like to thank you very much to you that you want to share your sport management with us. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Okay, can I leave now?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Tapi ini masih banyak yang masuk ini, Pak Haunan.
Ya,
tapi nggak saya admit ya.
Oh iya, nggak apa-apa Bu.
Karena sudah
Nanti
selesai.
Ini, ya kita panitia mungkin ada pertanyaan silahkan terkait dengan presensinya ya. Itu sudah ada linknya ya. Jadi jangan lupa mengisi untuk bukti ikut dan juga nanti sertifikat ya.
Untuk sertifikatnya untuk Mr. Ekarat nanti saya tolong di-share ya Pak.
Oh nggih Bu, siap Bu.
Ya, matur nuwun. Saya izin live ya. Mau mengajar dulu nggih, matur nuwun.
Ya,
Semuanya.
sama-sama, Bu.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.